I still try to hit the button on the mouse to start you up, and it ain't so. Well, maybe one day it'll be back to me vlogging on my computer again. When I go on my trip, I think Solomon's going to take my tower up to his house and mess around with it. I got to make a list of what I want on there, because there's so much crap on here I don't even use or care about or whatever. So, yeah. I just got to open me a snack from my Gray's box. It's dried fruit and yogurt drops. It had a name, but I don't know what it is. They're good. The yogurt drops are yummy. The Humper had to go get a car today. Our phone rang this morning about 9 o'clock. And it was Mike from the garage. They were going to Adrian, Michigan, which is almost 3 hours away. I don't know what they're picking up. So I had Dad take my Vibe, leave it at the garage so they can service it today, because whoever buys it, it will have a fresh service on it because it needs to be serviced. And I talked to somebody out there yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was it the day before? No, it was yesterday. He was looking for his mother-in-law had seen it and was really interested. And we've had quite a few calls. We haven't had anybody test drive it yet. We'll see how it goes. A lot of people like it because it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. And that is the one thing I'm going to miss this winter, is not having an all-wheel drive vehicle, because my van is just two-wheel drive. That little Vibe, there were many times that it was the only vehicle that could get out at the end of our driveway, because the plows, we live on a main road, and the plows constantly would go by, and it would always have this mound at the end of the driveway, and that little Vibe shoot right through it. So it is a good winter vehicle, that is for sure. I think Dad knows. Dad and Larry should be getting home soon. Thinking. Dad called me earlier when they were about 20 miles from Adrian. He called him like, hey, he's like, hey, just called to say we're almost to Adrian. I'm like, okay. What else do you want me to say? He seems to be feeling better. I know he's still in pain, as we all are. So, my nose just made a funny noise when I rubbed it. Today, I have been dealing with a few work things. Some of our farms are having audits. They need copies of stuff now. So I was just calling my one insurance place who does our liability to get because they have to make out the form directly to who it's going to, and then they send a copy to me. So hopefully that's all fixed. And they're sending something to me in email, but they're having complications where they don't have a scanner to scan in this form. And something for me to sign for them also. I do know when I come back from vacation, we're going to get hot and heavy on the whole. Making our company not just a sole proprietor, it's not all on me. It's going to be its own thing, and then get a regular paycheck. I'll be starting to put back in Social Security again, so that'll be nice. So, tonight my cousin starts at the nuclear plant. It's that time of year where he's going to be running around like a chicken with his head cut off, and he doesn't even know what's going on at the nuclear plant, because usually it's always changed the ice out, but they have bought new ice machines that are still not working, so he doesn't even know what they're doing. He thinks that what's going to happen is they're all going to go through this week of training and getting certified, and a lot of people are going to be let go, because there isn't going to be a lot to do. He's more in a supervisor role, so he'll probably stay on longer. He's hoping maybe 4 or 5 weeks, but there still isn't going to be a lot to do. He said he isn't really going to know what's happening until he gets in there this week and see, because everybody's confused about what's even going on. So it's kind of a confusing mess at the nuclear plant right now. Yeah. We bought him, when we went to the Sam's Club, he goes, buy me a thing of 5-hour energies, because that's when he uses them when he goes to the nuclear plant, because, you know, he'll work there. Right now he's on 8-hour days, but then he'll go to 10s and possibly 12-hour days. So then trying to keep up with the crapper stuff. Luckily we have 2 decent drivers now, so it shouldn't be a problem, and things aren't quite as hectic as they were. But we'll see how that goes. Because the last time we had an outage, all we had was Noah. So now we have Noah and Glenn. So it might be okay. Ain't much going on with me. We might try to go to a fair this week. I mentioned to Dad that Centerville Fair starts this weekend, and Dad's like, I want to go. I have never been. I don't even know where it's at. I gotta look it up. I think it's near Three Rivers. So that might be something we're doing maybe on a warmer day, because it has been chilly here. Like yesterday, I think the high was 58. A couple days ago, a year ago, we had a record high temperature of like 96 degrees, and then a year later it was like 58. And so it's kind of a weird change in a year. But it's supposed to be like 60, 60, 65, maybe 68, 70 by Friday. So maybe we'll go towards the end of the week. I know my cousin Ronnie's coming on Wednesday to do business. Thursday, I don't know if Dad's going to go to the auction or not. Yogurt drop. Today they have the auction with all our stuff in it. We've already started to accumulate boxes in the garage for the next one. Feels nice though to get stuff out. Hopefully eventually we'll just get the whole basement cleaned out. We can put some simple shelves. I know the one whole end, the wall right here in front of me, straight down, is a shelf. That's all my stuff that I had boxed up years ago. I know one box has, I used to collect souvenir spoons, and I had a spoon rack. I actually have several spoon racks. And I loved it. And then when I moved away, I had nowhere to hang it. And then when I moved back, where I used to hang them here, Mom had it all preoccupied with something else. So they had to go in a box, because I couldn't hang them in the basement because I had cinder block walls. So I have not seen my spoons and spoon racks years. Years. And I have nowhere to hang them now either. I have lots of crap on my walls. Yeah. I'll go in a couple weeks and have another blood draw to test my thyroid. I think my dosage is going to have to go up, but we'll see. I had to reorder my amitriptyline. I have 2 doses of that left. But I have to say, since I have taken that, I have not had stress hives at all. And I've had some stressful moments. Love it. Hives are horrible. Hate them. I guess these B12, I've been taking this sublingual. You put it under your tongue, and it's straightened out my B12 levels. So I have a few of these left, and I just bought a new bottle. I bought a bottle for a friend too. I gotta put it in a package. Put them all back. Let's put this under my tongue. Here we go. I have a thing here we'll put in a package too. Can't see it, but here's the tip. Oop, okay. Wonder what kind of berries these are. I think these are currants. Strawberries. These are strawberries. Currant strawberries and yogurt. They are quite yummy. There have been several things that have come in the Gray's box that I wish I could buy in a bigger batch. Like, I would buy this in a bigger batch of snacks. I would. Eventually, here soon, I'm going to have to dig in my closet. My goal is not to dig in the closet until October to get my luggage out, because that's going to be a chore. That closet is scary, people. Because my right behind that, because my closet goes to that wall and it comes down this way a little bit, and my suitcases are right back in there. I know right where they're at. So I'll have to dig those out and start, you know, compiling things. Probably the first thing I'll start is like my bathroom bag and see what I have and what I need. You know. You know. I'm still very excited about the trip and still a little scared poo-poo-less. Not gonna lie. But I'll have TJ with me, so that'll be good. Alright, I'm gonna roll out. I've been talking for more than 10 minutes. I'm gonna go. I've actually needed to talk today. I've had a long, kind of lonely, bored day. I needed to talk. My B12's starting to melt in my mouth. Alright. See you, bye.